I just wanted to let you know that all of the papers and presentations are now online. And I would like to invite you to please join our online interactive platform. We are currently undergoing a comprehensive online coverage of the conference, and you can follow it by blogging or posting comments and engaging in discussion. And among other things, we as the GDNet team will be walking around with cameras, capturing a lot of the discussions and ideas taking place, and we would greatly appreciate your interaction. They will only be introduced for 40 seconds, and your interaction is greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Okay, now I have 3 hands that I still remember, and then I will go for another round. Ambassador Nabil Fahmy, over here, please.
I'll be very short. First of all, thank you all for your presentations. They've been insightful and I think very useful. You've made the point that this was a political decision, not an economic one, to pursue this path. Secondly, that you had to have a common goal. And thirdly, that the process was, if you want, step by step, among other things. And you've talked about the challenges. My 2 questions are the following. Is there a basic threshold that states in a region need to have before they can achieve a common goal, pursue a common goal, start such a union? Is it education? Is it economics? Is it political institutions? Or do you think it's just a matter of when the political timing is right? Second question is, you've talked about the challenges of the EU over the years, but can any of you give me an example of something the EU did wrong?
Thank you. Okay, Zubede.
Okay, thank you. My name is Balghis Man Al-Asham.
I'm sorry, the gentleman first, and then the gentleman, and then you. Okay, Zubede.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for the nice presentations. I would like to ask a question about the pro-competitive policies of the EU that were followed. Now, if you were to divide the EU acquis into parts, like pro-competitive policies or pro-growth policies, and the rest, how would you approach this problem? I mean, the EU has, the acquis has a lot of aspects, and if you were to concentrate on the pro-competitive and the pro-growth policies only, how would you approach? Thank you.
Thank you. The gentleman over here.
Just a few comments, because we have to rush. And I must say I mainly disagree with the speaker here. Dear colleague, André, what do you say? That in 57, the 6 European countries were convergent? So I'm Italian, so I can tell you the truth. Italy at that time was, with an index of analphabetism, 46%. The most poor country of Europe, 12 million emigrants. André, I'm surprised, you know. Such a mistake. Well, second point. Nobody has mentioned that Europe is the highest, innovative, and scientifically advanced part of the world, with a country named Sweden, Germany, UK, France, Israel, because I had Israel, and Switzerland, being higher than the US, 2008, following the report of Rand Corporation to the Pentagon. So not a European source. Rand Corporation told the Pentagon, be careful, they are up of you. Third, we did the war in the Balkans, 98 days winning, the first war won in the Balkans in 5 centuries. 98 days, 2 dead NATO soldiers. So America went in Iraq and lost the economy, because nobody says the truth. Iraqi war has been bombing the economy and the financial system of the US, fundamentally. And Afghanistan will become a double shock. We have to stop these stories. So Europe will not contribute to any military building up, if not in strategic, innovative weaponry. Means hydrogen, satellite, new photonics weapons. All the rest we leave to the underdeveloped countries. Euro. Euro is the paradise for the one staying in, and is the hell of the one staying out. I understand. I'm here, and I didn't change. I'm paying credit card and euro, and everybody accepts happily. Why? Because euro is a serious demonstration that euro doesn't need any constitution, don't want to become a state, don't want to become a confederation, want to be united into diversity, as the German famous different speed in integration. Germany was right. So, you didn't mention Russia, never. Turkey, that is an emerging power, I say a great power already, a really great power in the great Middle East, has never mentioned the Mediterranean. I see many. I'm talking from the floor more. Where 10 countries of Western Africa are in the euro, via the Banque de France, that negotiated the euro adhesion to the bringing into the 10 member of the franc CFA. That means Ouagadougou, Niger, Abidjan, and so I worked there for 1 year, then I know well. All these things in the index of power that has been established in Busan, in Korea, and presented a few months ago by Oxey of Paris, show that Europe is the greatest aggregated power of the world in this moment in the world. Then I stop here.
I think
Please go to read this data, because otherwise it seems that esoteric is prevailing on scientific approach.
Thank you very much, sir. The lady over there.
Okay, thank you. I'd like also to thank the presenters for very informative presentations. My question is, they mentioned the creation of enabling environment for this integration, which in terms of policies, institutions, but do you think it could have also worked or succeeded if there is no a pre-existing enabling environment? I mean, something like the level of economic development, a level of social and political stability, other factors. Somehow more or less homogeneous countries compared to other regions, without which I don't think even they could have created these enabling institutions and policies. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Last question. Yes, sir, over there.
Alfred Nema from the Pan-African Development Center. Thank you very much for the illuminating presentations. Just one quick question. I like the terminology, a currency without a state. I just wanted to find out to what extent will the euro become an alternative to the US dollar, so that maybe countries that have sovereign funds, like in Asia, can start really using the euro as a currency of choice, as an alternative to the US. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now we go to our three panelists, and I will start with Alan.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm very honoured. So there are two sets of questions here. I think sort of questions that are trying to answer the exam question is, you were sui generis. Are there minimal conditions? And that's a very good question. I mean, it's quite clear one couldn't build European institutions without a lot of the European history. But I don't think that means that there is a minimum threshold for some level of cooperation. I think it is the case that almost any group of people, mankind tries to solve problems with any group of people that, as it were, has torn itself apart for 100 years.